If asked, we all would be wondering about the perfect number of working hours per week. Working hours are a combination of a number of factors, including personal choice and the demands of our jobs. But really, how many hours do we actually need to work? In most countries, the average working week is around 40 hours, mostly clocking in at 9 a.m. and wrapping the workday around 5 p.m. But do we actually work for 40 hours, or is it the amount of time we are present in the office only? Most of us are unable to maintain our productivity levels for an entire 8-hour workday. According to a study, people are productive only for 3 hours a day. You've heard that right, only 3 hours. The study polled 1989 UK office workers and asked them what they do in the office during working hours. Instead of working, they check their social media, read news websites, discuss out-of-work activities with colleagues, eat snacks, prepare drinks, and anything you can think of apart from that. If we are productive only for 3 hours a day, why do so many businesses insist on an 8-hour workday? The current 8-hour workday was neither created in response to human behavior or needs, nor was it based on the optimal number of hours a human can concentrate and be productive. In fact, it was pioneered in the Industrial Revolution when people had to work for 10 to 16 hours so that the factories could run 24/7. Yep, you've heard that right again. What once was a dream has become a nightmare. So, let's dig a little deeper here. However, we're no longer living in the Industrial Revolution. Thanks to the digital and information revolution, we now have tools that help us get work done faster. According to Melissa Clark, a psychologist at the University of Georgia who studies employee well-being and workaholism, concentrating on work for every minute of an 8-hour day is impossible for humans. We may spend more than 8 hours at our desks, but we're not working for 8 hours. That means we spend hundreds of hours a year, if not thousands of our lives, playing pretend. So, what does that mean? Arguing for a regular work week of fewer than 40 hours feels almost heretical in the age of hustle culture. But if 8 hours isn't always what managers want from office workers, and it's certainly not what the majority of people do, what should we be doing instead? What is the solution? And what are the risks of overworking? Working too much will only lead to more stress and burnout. Even when you're not at work, your mind can't rest because it's always thinking about work and what to do next. Maybe you're one of those folks who brag about working 70 hours a week. Maybe you're on the opposite end of the spectrum, dreaming of a brand new technique, a 4-day work week perhaps. Whatever your work appetite, keep in mind that there's plenty of evidence that working more hours per week doesn't always correspond to increased productivity. Try adjusting your working schedules and reducing your working hours in the work week so that you can enhance your productivity and the overall quality of the work. Working long hours degrades your fitness level, takes its toll on your diet, and puts stress on your mind and body. So, what's the end result? Increased weight, fatigue, poor sleep, poor concentration, nervous disorders, depression, and so on. So, how many hours should you work a week? There is no answer to this question, as there is no one-size-that-fits-all policy. If you want to find which alternative work schedule suits you best, you need to consider your personal and job responsibilities and your employees' willingness to be flexible with this.